Hello everyone, Cyber here. Been you guys in the next part of What If Deku and Zugum and Tenko Shimura switch places. Without further ado, let's begin. We start off at UA late at night with Tenko Shimura training with Decay and One for All. As he is training, he keeps thinking back to Night Eye, as we do a flashback to the aftermath of the overhaul raid, with both Mirio and Tenko standing over the bed, next to him on the bed, and Night Eye's last moments. You two keeps the world smiling. Okay? The end of the flashback, and with Tenko breathing heavily. Tenko, don't worry, Night. I will. He then hits a concrete pillar, breaking it into pieces. Tenko? So, Tenko turned around to see Nijire behind. Nijire, what are you doing? Well, I was waken up by some noise of stuff being destroyed, so I wanted to check it out. Found you here. Oh, sorry, I was just training. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm just wanting to get better with my skills is all. And this is letting off some pent-up anger because of, well, his passing. Tenko didn't say anything as he just looks away, while Nijiri walks up and softly puts a hand on his shoulder. Tenko, please talk to me. It's the last thing he told me, to keep smiling. I know he was telling us to aim for the top, like All Might, but in order for me to take my father's place, I need to get stronger. More stronger than I am. Let's see. Well, I don't think I can help you get stronger, since even now you can beat me with a flick of your finger. However, I think I can help on the ways. Nizuri slowly gets closer and kisses him on the lips. Tenko was shocked but didn't move as Nizuri stepped back, breaking the kiss. Feel a little better? I'll take that as a yes. Now come on. We got to go to bed. We got training in the morning. Alright. And if you want, you could sleep in my room. If it will make you more comfortable. Tenko just blushed at the comment, forgetting for a brief moment the seriousness of earlier. Nizuri also blushed and looks up at Tenko. So, is that a yes? Tenko slowly nods as Nijire giggles and just takes his hand, leading her back to her room. And when he arrived at her room, Nijire went to the bathroom to change while Tenko just took his shirt off, sitting on a bed. But when he looks up to see Nijire standing there in front of him with just PJ top and a pair of panties. Needless to say, Tenko blushed like he never blushed before, and without saying a word or anything, Nijire pushed him onto the bed as he wrapped his arms around her waist. Both should stare each other until Tenko made the first move and kissed Nijire. When he did, she kissed back. As we cut to the next day, and cut to Deku in the LOV, inside a worn-down warehouse. You know, maybe we should have used the Yakuza a bit better, but I could have negotiated a base for us so we wouldn't have to be living in this dump. And come on. Come on. It isn't all bad. Toga sits next to Deku, hugging his arm. We can always snuggle to keep warm if that's the case. Or we could make a fire. Well, at least while the lovebirds have a way to keep warm, so do we. And it wouldn't involve us snuggling. First, me and her aren't lovebirds. Deku takes back his arm and stands up. Second, I'm sure there's some way more us held back together for us to sleep or find a temporary base at least. Once Kurogiri gets back here, me and him will look for a place. Yeah, speaking of which, where is he? I saw you talking to him yesterday and he left last night. And it was the middle of the day. So where did he go? He said something about getting a weapon that could change our predicament. Apparently, Master left it for me if he wasn't around. I'm guessing he planned for the inevitable. Makes me wonder what this weapon could be, and more importantly, why didn't tell you about it? I don't know. He withheld information from me before to test me, or unless it seems necessary. Guess he figured it might be a waste of time if I revealed it anytime soon. Ooh, or maybe the weapon is a special number or something. That very well could be. So maybe he's with the doctor then. Well, either way, our predicament isn't getting any worse than it is. I agree, but it could also improve a bit more if Twice can replicate the quirk erasing bullets. Oh, and how is that going, Twice? Grr, sorry, but I can't. My quirk can only copy something if I have the correct data on it. And these bullets were made with 2 quirks in an unknown process. I have 0 data on it. Sorry guys, I couldn't reproduce a bullet. He twice passed the bullet back to Deku. It's alright, Twice. There's a cult group I heard about. They're not far, but if I catch wind of this, it's only a matter of time until they get taken down by some hero like the Yakuza did. So we might as well pick them off ourselves and take what we can. So we're basically going to steal from other villain groups. Not a bad plan, but I'm curious, what's this cult about? Are they radicalists, Satanists, or are they one of the whack job quick doomsday cults? None of those. It's a creature cult, rejection cult. As soon as Deku said that, Spinner eyes twitched. What's creature rejection cult? Group of morons who believe mutant quirks are the works of the devil, and if a mutant is seen, they should be killed on sight. That kind of cult. Exactly, and I'll have no room for those people in my new world. So it's a perfect time to get rid of them, and take what we can. And maybe pawn off a few weird antiques. Cold, and do you have a knack of collecting fine art? Can't we stop talking about cults? Hey, Spinner, have you fixed the TV yet? Almost. And there, the TV is fixed. Yay! Now let's put on a show. Yeah. Spinner switches on the channel until they get to a new channel and sees Kurogiri's face. His spinner instantly stops and listens, as well as everyone else does. And in recent good news, the villain known as Kurogiri was recently captured by pro hero Gran Torino. The villain was found in the mountaintop looking for something at the hero's request. While looking for this remains classified for the safety of the investigation, but we can rest assured that one less of dangerous villains of League of Villains is now behind bars. Deku looks at the TV in silence, watches it, not peering away from it. He's gone? God damn it! Spinner slams his fist onto the TV. I'd like to retract my previous statement on things not being able to get any worse. He's gone? He can't be gone. Deku walks over to the TV, looking at the picture. Damn, so we're stuck here unless we want to take the risk to walk into the city. And our main transportation is gone. Yo, boss, you hear us? Deku didn't say anything until the picture was gone. Let's just go. Go where? To the cult. I need to relieve myself of stress. Deku gets up and starts to walk out. Alright then, boss. So we do a time skip of the day. In the middle of the night, the League of Villains outside of the mansion. Man, these guys were a pain in the ass to track down. Maybe that's why the heroes hasn't come yet. Or the heroes simply don't care about a cult like these. And their antics. They can also believe that. We will pick up the slack of these heroes then. So come on, let's introduce ourselves. Right! Wrong! So the group walks inside. Spinner kicking down the door when two guards they were guarding at the door turn around. Deku used rivet stab to stab two of them in the head, killing them instantly. As the League of Villains walked into the giant meeting room, all the members pray to a statue of a man murdering a mutant. Till a blast by Deku and his air cannon opens the door. They all look to see Deku with his hands outstretched. Who dares to defile our sanctuary? Just a few people who don't really agree with your views. Since you find it alright to kill innocent people, those who didn't agree with you don't see why you can't turn the favor. The cult leader was about to speak until a tendril stabbed him right through the throat and out of the back of his head. As the cult members tried to attack, they were all killed quickly by all the members of the League of Villains. And after all said and done, the cult lay there dead. Well, they didn't have much in their pockets. Nor in cult trades. That isn't ideal. Where's my equipment breaking? Well, tough luck. Giran hasn't returned my calls either. Oh, Giran? I wouldn't go acting like it's a surprise. The guy's an info broker. He would probably skip town as soon as we hit rock bottom. We'll put information of our location for a hefty price. Deku starts to laugh like a maniac. Everyone at the league looks at him confused. Boss, you alright? You're laughing like a maniac over there. Oh, I'm not alright. I've lost almost everything in my shitty life. My mom to All Might, then Kurogiri and Master, who are like my family, then I start to lose more and more. And add on top of that, I'm probably gonna get you all killed. Deku stops laughing and looks toward. Now I don't even blame you if you all want to leave now. I don't want any of you to end up dead or arrested because I'm such a failure in life. Well, we appreciate the worth, but with all due respect, shut up and put yourself together. Deku just looks over at Dabi for a moment. What was that? Pull yourself together. Quit this little self-pity party. Yeah, this Izuku isn't cute at all. Shigaraki, unfortunately there is no returning to society for us. We're all wanted men and girl. Hey! Yeah, this is the only place that accepted me for who I am. Problems and all. Yeah, we're here because we want to be here. Give me a moment, guys. See? So we're not going anywhere. So, we're in too deep to just back out. That ship has sailed a long time ago. I guess I really led us into hell. Yep, now you need to lead us out of it. Alright then. Let's destroy this shitty world and start anew. Right. But we should probably get some sleep before we do that. Yeah. Today made me tired. Let's go. Alright, it's better help me out and take these bodies outside so I can burn them. Make sure they don't stick out the place. It'd be my pleasure. They start to take the bodies out to the front and burn them. They get rid of any evidence they were even involved. And later at night, everyone got sheltered into their rooms. As Deku, who just finished, threw out any cult stuff out the window, till there's a knock at his door. Yeah, who is it? Deku quickly swung open the door and saw Toga in the doorway. It's me, Izuku-kun. What is it, Toga? So, nope, nothing is wrong. I just wanted to see you. Why? Well, you just seemed so stressed and worried, and I wanted to see if you're alright, because getting stressed will ruin that cute face of yours. Toga grabs Deku's face and starts to move it around. Toga, stop! Deku grabs her hands. Or what? Said she clings onto Deku immediately. Exactly. Now, how about you relax? If you can't, so I can help you relax. She moves his hands under her skirt and let Deku feel around, and Deku blushes like a madman. Toga? Shh. Let's just let me lead our little dance here. Toga kisses Deku, and Deku's eyes widen in shock. But slowly he just kisses back. As it continued to do the little dance as we cut to the next day. Deku woke up When he wakes up, he looks around. He saw a naked and sleeping Toka hugging onto him tightly. Deika slowly got out of Toka's grip and got out of bed. That was not what I expected. Yeah, it sure wasn't. Oh, you're awake. Yeah, and I'm not sure why you're leaving me all alone. After all we did, what happened last night. It just... Alright. Deku walks back to the bed and lays down. Yeah, but I need to think of our next move. We can't stay here for long. I know, but you can't blame me for wanting to lay here next to my boyfriend. Boyfriend? Not even going to argue with you anymore. Guess I'm not after what I did last night. Exactly. Now, where did our plan, honey? Probably just continue this. Raiding other villain groups for funds and just try to survive. Until I can get back to contact with Giran or the doc. Alright, I'm sure they will call you soon. Hopefully. We do a time skip about around a month. During this time, the League of Villains just been going around, raiding other villain groups, taking whatever they can. They eventually set up shop in an old mining office that is just outside the cities. And it's just a normal day until they felt the ground shake. All of them ran outside to think it was an earthquake until the ground busted up, and Gigantomachia crawled out of the crater. Master Successor, I found you. Gigantomachia. Was he the weapon? Yes, I didn't think it would be him. I heard the stories from Master. This is Master's successor. He's so weak! Oh, Master, how could you pick such a pathetic successor? I'm sorry, guys. My throat is killing me with these voices at the moment. What is his deal? I don't know. Ah, Zuku. I'm glad to see you, met Gigantomachia. Deku looks around to see the speaker around Gigantomachia's neck. What, Doctor? Why haven't you contacted us since All For One's fall? I've been busy. Now, I think it's time for us to have a little chat. Annual Group 2. Huh? What do you... Suddenly, black sludge leaks out of Deku's and the League's mouths, enveloping them and teleporting to Uzuko's lab. God, this stuff is so gross. I know. I love it. Yes, I know. It isn't so pleasant, but that is the only way I can teleport, ever since Kurogiri's capture. I'm sorry, Doc. It's fine. It was out of your control. I have a great deal of respect for you, Izuku. However, you don't have my full support yet. I hope you understand. So, is that why you haven't helped me yet? Indeed. However, you will gain my full support if you manage to get Gigantomachia to accept you as his new master. How do I get his? And if he's all what I've heard is true, then How am I supposed to weaken him? Did you forget? Master has given you air cannon, and it's his sword and shield. That quirk alone is probably the only thing that can actually push Gigantomachia back. It would be a thing you can do overnight, but with the Master's power have gotten you, you can beat Gigantomachia into submission. Eventually. And see, this is an advanced form of training for all of you. Deika looks at the holes in his hand. Very well, but can you at least do me a favor at least? And what would that favor be? My group here has decided to follow me willingly without hesitation. Or won't leave despite our current predicament. So is there any way you can think them to stay and rest? Re-equip with new weapons and such. So you want to help better equip them for the challenge ahead? Very well. I don't have any rooms in this lab. However, I do have a supplies and our rations I can give you. Thank you, Doctor. That's all I ask. Deku bows grateful as Uzuko nods, snapping his fingers as Anomu walked up to the group, holding multiple duffel bags of supplies. I wish you luck, Izuku Shigaraki. Suddenly, the group was teleported back to Gigantomachia. Everyone, let's do this. I'll distract him. For now, you guys re-equip. Deku aims his hands down and fires them up into the air and over Gigantomachia. Well, this is going to be fun. I know, right? I believe he was being sarcastic. I think you're right. No way, he's being serious. No matter. Let's just help Shigaraki before that giant kills us. Thank you for the motivation, Spinner. But come on, the show must go on. So, the League of Villains quickly rushes at Gigantomachia as he started to aid in the attack. As we do a time skip of a week or two, as the group has been fighting Gigantomachia non-stop. However, with the support given by Uzuko, it made it easier for them than in canon. They have been fighting Gigantomachia in a 9-stop battle for survival. They also picked up a few tricks along the way. As Deku is sitting on a rock, trying to relax as Gigantomachia is asleep. How long until Gigantomachia wakes up? Not for another 6 hours, so I recommend you use this time to sleep. Get some rest while you can. Alright, you guys decided to stay and wake me up in 10. So, sure. I guess I'll start cooking dinner then. Ooh, yay! But suddenly, everyone hears a phone ring. They all looked around, saw confusion until it was coming from Twice. Twice then picks it up and looks down at the number. Huh? Hey guys, it's Kieran. He finally calling us back. I knew he didn't abandon us. Yes, he did. He answered the phone and put it on speaker. I want to hear from him too, if you don't mind. Sure. No way! Hello? Good evening, Twice. It's nice to finally talk to you. Wait, that's not good. No kidding. Oh, am I on speakerphone? Well, I guess that makes it easier for me. Is the rest of the League of Villain with you at the moment? Yes, I'm the leader, so who do I have the pleasure to talk to? Alright, where are my manners? My name is Redestro, and I'm the Supreme Commander of the Metal Liberation Army. Huh? The Metal Liberation Army? Who are they? Oh, I'm glad you asked. The Metal Liberation Army is an organization dedicated to freedom and expressions of quirks. We personally believe our restrictions like needing a license to use their quirks in public is a matter of locking away what makes a person a person. So we are dedicated to breaking down these rules and creating a new ones who truly makes a superhuman society. I know Master told me your group backstory. Figured I could use some inspiration from your group. Ah, I see. I thank you for using our organization to inspire you. However, I'll cut down to the chase. My organization has noticed the League of Villain in almost every facet of the media nowadays. It seems everywhere, sir, I go, they're always talking about your group. I must say, it's impressive, however, even admirable. It a little, however, with your group being such a juggernaut in popularity, it makes my organization harder to get into the spotlight. Eventually, when our debut comes out. So we need to, well, take care of the competition, as we say in the business world. So what are you gonna do? Try and kill us? Exactly, yes. However, I feel like killing you could be a good publicity stunt. You see, the Metal Liberation Army isn't just a name. We truly are an army of 100,000 warriors who do nothing but train. They're basically as strong as your everyday pro hero. So imagine how it will make my organization look. A bunch of civilians killing and defeating a group of people who All Might himself couldn't capture. It would be amazing marketing. Or could I just call the every pro and tell them your location, since I'm currently looking at you right now from satellites. They all stiffen up at this news, but Twice has something to say. Where's Giran, you bastard? You have his work phone. Oh, him? He's fine. He's a tough cookie to crack. But cutting off a few of his fingers is a very effective way to convince people to give information you want. But if you want to speak to him, he is right here. Destro then puts Giran on the phone. Sorry guys, family of an info broker. They got everything out on me. Destro then pulled back the phone away. See, he's fine. Well, about as fine as you can be when missing 4 fingers. You bastard! I'll kill you! Twice, calm down. Yes, please, leave. Let's try to remain civil. Now, unless you want every hero in Japan to close in on your location, I recommend you follow my instructions carefully. I want you to go to Deika City. Me and my forces will be waiting for you. You have 2 hours. I'll have someone escort you when you arrive. And remember, I'll be watching. Ridetsu then hangs up. What are we gonna do? Not much we can do. Follow his instructions. But I do see how we can use this to our benefit. How? 100,000 people? A whole army? If that isn't a bluff, then we really screwed. But we have something they don't. Gigantomachia. If he wakes up, he'll come right to us and try to fight me. And can use those numbers against him. He will kill them by the thousands. We can use them to weaken him down, and when it's all over, the army will be defeated and Gigantomachia exhausted. Killing two birds with one stone. Exactly. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go. But what about Izuku-kun? He's too exhausted to fight. I'll be fine. My quick is going to be quite effective against large people, so won't have any worries. But Izuku-kun, hey, if he says he's good, he's good. Now come on. We wasted enough time. Toga has a bit of a worried look on her face, but keeps quiet. As they arrived to Deika City, and when they arrived at the tree line, they were met by the hero Slide and Go. Potion. Hello there. A hero? I'm assuming you're with 3 Destro? Indeed, I am. I will be guiding you, so follow me. He turns off and slides off as the League follows him. When they arrived in the middle of the street, they saw one man standing in the middle of it, with a reporter. Sir, welcome, League of Villains. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. Well, aren't you a famous politician? Well, I wouldn't go as far as that, sir, but yes. As you can tell, the Middle Liberation Army is filled with all sorts of characters, from politicians, heroes, to reporters, and everyday citizens. I can see that. But where are you exactly? Because all I can see is you, Slide and Go, and that one reporter. Ah, I see. You're ready to get to the main event. Now, Middle Liberation Army, show these fools exactly who they are messing with. Suddenly, thousands of people come out of buildings, rooftops, alleyways, all charging at the League of Villains. But Deku pulls up his arms, filling them up with air, as he blasted hundreds of men and women, becoming bloody sprays on the ground. However, despite this large attack, more soldiers just kept charging at the group. Deku and the others start to fight, with Deku having a fairly easy time killing them. However, their numbers just kept overwhelming them, slowly separating them. But Deku kept to the conclusions as he was fighting the best way to kill an army is to take off the head of the general. Without a general, the army will crumble into disarray. Deku was fighting, looking around for Destro. Where could he be? So he saw the large tower in the middle of the city. A very conspicuous place to overlook the battle. Deika then yelled out to all the group that was still close by him, "Cut the head of the snake off." As he runs through the crowds, using air cannon and rivet stab to kill and push people away. All the while everything else would go to cannon. With fighting with Kiris and Toga, and Twice getting over his trauma, using his quirk to create an army himself. And Deku helping along the way. When Twice got to Idestro, they go to cannon. When Deku arrived at the tower, he charges up air cannon and shot up at the tower, crumbling it. And when Destro bursts out of the rubble, Deku honestly takes back a little at his size. Well, look at you. I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting this to be the big boss. I can imagine many are taken aback by my quirk when they first see it in action. So you're using your overwhelming size to scare and beat your enemies. Very nice. Try. So, I've dealt with worse. You could say that, but that's business for ya. Ridestro quickly rushes at Deku, but Deku trained against Gigantomachia. He only just dodged the attack and aimed air cannon right, hitting Ridestro in the ribs, pushing him back. Deku then charged a large air cannon, shooting it at Ridestro. As Ridestro was trying to recover from the last hit. And when it hit him again, it sent him flying into a few buildings, collapsing on top of him. However, Ridestro quickly smashed out of the rubble and stood up, as he then charged at Deku. But Deku uses rivet stab as he shot multiple tendrils out, stabbing Ridestro in the shoulder and knee. Deku then charges up a gigantic air cannon, shooting it point blank at Ridestro, sending him back further than before, into even more buildings. But Deku didn't stop right there, as he launches himself up with air cannon right over Ridestro and shooting air cannon bombardment. And when all the air cannons hit Ridestro, the power creates a small crater. And to finish him off, Deku charges up an air cannon, the most he's made. His arm is already hurting tremendously, but he doesn't care. He sends it flying down. It's just smashing into Ridestro so hard it creates a gigantic, bigger crater. As Ridestro felt his legs tore off his body from the shockwave of the air pressure leaving most of the city. When Deku lands, his arms are battered and bruised, but he's still looking better than Ridestro, who's missing both of his legs. You know, it really didn't need to be like this. All this death and destruction. All the pain. It could have been avoided. If you didn't let your pride and ego get in the way. I can see your point. So what will you do now? I want to change the world, so do you. So how about we work together? And together, with our combined power, we create a new world. A proper world. You boy, you have the same ambition and determination as my ancestors once did. I accept. We will build this new world together. Good. I think they all will agree to that. Deku looks up to everyone around him, even Gigantomachia, who seemed to bow before him too. As he just smiled. Well, Overhaul, so how is my goal now? End of this part. I hope you guys enjoy. I'm sorry, guys. My throat was killing me through most of the voice changes like that. I'm gonna have to probably get a water bottle with me next time. I had to drink an older water bottle filled with water still, but you know. I hope you guys enjoy. Sorry I haven't been recording as often. Again, it's hard to release content, especially with a busy schedule and with so much other projects I'm still trying to keep up ahead of. So I don't even have Green Goblin finished. That's why I'm needing to try to only release one part a week. But I'm still going to be trying to work more and more. This series is almost done too. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Cyber out. Peace.